I don't know how much time I have, but they're on to me. I blame it all on Mad Punty. I guess I should start at the beginning.
This is an audio diary of my travails over the last 18 months. If something happens to me and anyone finds this, heed the warnings. Last year, I inadvertently came across a thread at BushcraftUSA forums started by Mad Punty on Peeps. You know, those stupid, vile marshmallow fiends that magically appear around Easter? I laughed at the various posts and the wonderful carnival of death that rained down on those little bastards. And to be honest, I figured maybe next year I could join in the carnage. About 6 hours later, I awake to a message sound coming through my headset that I have mail. And I chuckled when I saw the headline, "A Special Easter Greeting." I opened it and stopped dead in my tracks when I saw the message. I thought it was some sort of joke. 2 days later, the phone calls began.
Hello, this message is for Shoestring. We know where you live.
After the 5th message, I decided to take action. I contacted a hacker friend, and he tracked the calls, but all were dead ends. I started researching Peeps, their origins, and searched hundreds of websites, including the dark web. I sent out letters to colleagues at libraries and colleges and a few museum contacts. And in the meantime, I changed my number, but the calls continued. My nerves are frayed, and I'm not sleeping. Then they showed up. They looked innocent, but I knew better. I was rattled. I stayed inside. The panic built. 3 weeks passed, more sightings, and then a miracle. A package arrived on my doorstep from across the pond, and inside was a sealed parchment package with a note which included a phone number and the words "call me." I stroked the parchment gently and dialed straight away, feverish with hope.
Hello? Marjorie, is this thing working? Hello?
Yes, this is Shoestring calling from the United States. I was told to call this number.
So I come home from the pub the other night, and me daughter told me I got a letter forwarded from the University of Glasgow, of all places. Well, I read your letter, Mr. Shoestring, but listen well, laddie. You'd be best to hang up, drink yourself into oblivion, and join a monastery for St. Peter's sake. You shouldn't mess with the dark arts. That book is no good. What? Fine. I am Angus McPeep, great grandsire of Alistair McPeep, who wrote the Book of Peeps in 1623. We don't talk about that round these parts much, and he was an odd one, if I can say such things without rousing his wrath as a banshee. Anyways, I sent it to you. Good riddance and all, but heed me warning. Burn it, bury it, just don't open it.
I sighed with relief. How much do you want for it?
I don't want nothing, but I do ask a favor, laddie. Don't mention this to anyone, and good luck. You'll need it. Oh, and don't call me again.
I was speechless, and then I opened it. Inside was an ancient book with crumbling cover. As I flipped the pages, I saw old drawings of various traps, all created, or so it seemed, to battle what the author called the hordes of the Underdark. I set to work reading, intrigued, and within 3 hours was setting up various traps per the included instructions. The next morning, I heard a baying from outside, and a friend had caught one of the varmints. She approached cautiously, then devoured the fiend. I checked the cameras I had set up, and voila! Success! Over the next few days, I trapped, slayed, chopped, and used the not-so-mighty hammer of Thor to exact revenge. Sadly, my strength failed, my vision blurred, and I passed out. And now, at the end of it all, do I have regrets? You're darn right. Anyways, I jumped a train out west to get some distance. I found an old mine shaft and dropped that damnable book in the deepest part.
So, I made it back after getting rid of that vile book. And I thought that was the end of it. But apparently, I didn't listen and didn't read the rest of that book. Just having contact with it isn't... Oh, God!